Hey, so if you have never caught one of my Facebook Lives where I am cooking in the kitchen, this is an edited version that I am editing down for you now. This is going to be a chicken guacamole. I saw this recipe around somewhere on the internet and I decided to veganize it. What I'm using here is a Worthington frozen roll. It's a soy-based product. This one is smoked turkey. A lot of times I buy the one that's called chicken roll, but this one is smoked turkey. It's really good. It has that smoky taste. So this is the one I use today. I like it. But you can get this at the Adventist Bookstore most of the time. I don't know other places that sell it. I usually get it from the Adventist Bookstore, ABC Bookstore. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this and I'm grating it all down, and it is kind of frozen right now. So I am grating it all down. You could put it in the food processor if you don't want to go through this whole process. But since I was on live and I had time to just talk to people, I decided to do this. Yeah, so like I said, you can put this in a food processor, quickly shred it down. But the point is you want to get your smoked turkey shredded. And so that's what I'm doing right now. This one is a whole 100% vegan product. Worthington does make other products on a roll like this that are not all vegan. So make sure that you look out for that label that says vegan. The chicken one, the salami, the whole turkey, those are the ones that I know that are vegan. And I use them in a variety of ways, like as deli meat, fried chicken. I use them inside of spaghetti and different things like that. So it's a lot of different ways in stews. It's lots of different ways that you can use these. Get them from the Adventist Bookstore. They come frozen. I usually section them off about 3 or 4 different sections because it's so huge. You know, I get several meals out of this, but I freeze them in about thirds, and then I pull out a third, and I might use it for a week or so in various different meals. So just keeping that in mind if you decide to buy this product. It runs about $25, $35 for the whole giant roll, but you do get several meals out of it. So I am just grating that down. And then I'm going to take this and put it inside of my air fryer. So I have my little air fryer liner here. This is a silicone liner that I use in my air fryer. It just keeps everything, so nothing is flying all around, not getting into the bottom. It just keeps everything nice and organized. So I put that all in there. Make sure that you spray this vegan smoked turkey very well. So I'm spraying it here. And this little spray jar came with my silicone air fryer pan, which is really nice. I'm moving it around with a knife, but you could use a spatula to be precise. I'm just using a knife because that's what was nearby. I'm going to also season this with some grill seasoning and also a little cumin. So this is just grill seasoning, nothing special here. You can buy this from the supermarket or get it on Amazon. I'll go ahead and put that in the description link, all the products that I use. And I also use a little cumin here. So it's going to give it that nice smoky flavor, and it's also going to give it that, that Mexican flavor as well. And then I'm going to pop this into the air fryer for about 7 minutes. And then I will check on it while I continue to make my guacamole. So there's my air fryer drawer. Put it right inside of there with the liner inside. And I will check back on this in 7 minutes to see if it's done and if it's ready for my guacamole. So now I'm going to start processing my avocados. I had a bunch of nice ripe ones. And when you're making guacamole, it is really ideal to have really good ripe avocados. So what I usually do is when I purchase my avocados, I set them out. I don't put them in the fridge. I set them out if I know I'm going to use them in a couple days. So they get nice and ripe and they're ready for me to use. Because the worst thing for me is to get an avocado that's not ripe enough or too ripe. Even too ripe I can work with because I can just cut around the brown parts. But not ripe enough, cardinal sin. I just can't stand it because when I'm ready to eat my avocado, I want it nice and ripe. So here I'm just kind of mashing it. You see how nice and ripe it is. I think here I use about 3 or 4 avocados. because we made this whole dish for our dinner. Like it was not like with the chicken inside and the guacamole. It was our full dinner. So I used quite a bit of avocados. I think about 4 or 5. And the next thing I'm using a bunch of garlic as well. I'm very big on garlic. I love garlic as a vegan chef. Um, so I'm taking this garlic and I'm taking off the skin first, but I'm also using a tool that I love that kind of de-skins the garlic first. You just kind of put it inside of this silicone tube right there, roll it around, and it starts taking off the skin. And then before you know it, you have all this de-skinned garlic cloves, which I love. So it doesn't take very long. And this is a two-piece tool set. I'll put it in the description if you're interested in picking it up on Amazon. It's pretty affordable, and it just makes my life easier with the garlic. I like to press my garlic, and I use this little de-skinning and pressing tool, and it makes everything awesome. So I used a whole bulb of garlic here for this guacamole because I like a lot of garlic and I don't want to miss any. So I'm going to get this last little clove that I left on the board as well. Don't want to miss any garlic. Well, I guess I didn't use a whole clove because I see a little piece there. I guess I used maybe 3/4 of a clove. Not a clove, a bulb, which is quite a bit of garlic. The next thing after my garlic, I'm just kind of mixing that around, making sure to just distribute it nice and easy in my very, very ripe avocado. The next thing that I want to put inside is uh, lime juice, fresh squeezed lime juice. Um, you could use the kind out of the jar, but why? Why would you? Just nice fresh orange juice. And I'll put this tool in the description as well as the little masher that I'm using. If you're interested in any of these tools, I will put them in the description. Next thing that I'm putting inside is nice fresh cilantro, and I did wash that first, even though you see that coming out of the bag. I edited that out. You could also use culantro here, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with that one, but it tastes quite a bit like cilantro. So whichever one you can find is good, culantro or cilantro. Cilantro is usually more easy to find, but culantro doesn't go as bad as fast as cilantro. So a lot of times I buy culantro. This one here is cilantro. After I'm mixing up my lime juice, my garlic, my cilantro, I'm building a very great guacamole here. Next, I'm adding an onion. You can use white onion, you could use red onion here, whichever you want. You could use shallot here. Any kind of onion type thing here. You can use green onion here even if you want. Just mix it all, chop it up nice and minced, and put that into your yummy guacamole that we're building right now. And you know, the avocado has lots of fiber. It has lots of good fat to lower your bad cholesterol. So you definitely want to get like this in your diet. It's called a MUFA, monounsaturated fats. I like to have a little bit of a MUFA every day, if not at every meal. Now I am deveining and de-seeding this jalapeno. I like to devein and de-seed because jalapenos are kind of unpredictable. So if you leave the veins in the seed, you might end up with a really, really, really spicy jalapeno. It might be mild, but you can never tell. They seem to be very unpredictable. So the way that I kind of make them predictable is make sure that I devein and de-seed them every time. And so into my guacamole goes so far we've added garlic, onion, jalapeno, cilantro. Now we're just going to add in a little salt and pepper because you want to make sure you bring out all the flavors with your salt and your pepper. Make sure you season your guacamole very well, and this salt and pepper is going to bring out that lime juice. It's going to just taste amazing. And make sure you're mixing very well. This nice ripe avocado is just going to bring out all the flavors, and it's just going to meld together and make a beautiful guacamole. Okay, so it's nothing beats like a really nice ripe avocado. So now that I have gotten that done, I'm going to go ahead and maybe a little bit more salt. I felt like after tasting it, it needed a little bit more salt, so there you go. That salt really brings out that lime citrusy flavor. Just really sets it off. A little more pepper too. Keep seasoning. It was a lot of avocados. So, um, one final taste again, just to make sure that the flavors are on point and that I'm liking what I am tasting. Now, another thing you have to watch out for too is if you're using salted tortilla chips, sometimes you can put a little bit too much salt. So keep an eye out for that. That if you're going to be using salted tortilla chips, you might want just a tad bit less salt so that you're not like salt on salt. Now, my smoked turkey, smoked vegan turkey is all done out of the air fryer, nice and grilled up. I'm going to add it into the guacamole, just mix it up really easy. This is a quick, easy meal. This meal can be prepared in under 20 minutes. So if you want a vegan meal, and this is full and complete because it has your protein, it has your fats, it's carbs in there, it's all the flavoring. So you don't have to do much more than this. You could add a little tomato and onion salad on the side, your chips, and this is a full and complete meal done under 20 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to give it a taste with our chips. Really, really yummy. Love the taste of it. Whole chip in the mouth. And then I'm going to go ahead and store this in a container that keeps it green for days. Because of kind of a little bit of a suction in the bowl, keeps it green for days. So we'll eat some of it tonight, and then I'll go ahead and store it in the fridge. And anytime we come back to it, we have nice green guacamole because of this bowl. And I will put the bowl in the description as well. So this is pretty much concluding this vegan chicken guacamole. It's delicious. It's a winner. I recommend it. I also have a short of this one. So if you just want to watch the short, you can. And again, if you want to check out my live show on Wednesday, Thursday nights on my Facebook channel and on Amazon, please follow my Amazon, follow my Facebook, and that way you'll get notifications and know when I'm on, and you can watch me piddling around the kitchen instead of this edited version. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.